This channel is made possible by viewers like you. If you're a viewer like you, double your dose with weekly bonus videos, plus Q&As, talk to me on Discord, and more at patreon.com/doseofbuckley. This is Buckley Reads Twitter Ads. Remember this little ditty? Online advertising is struggling everywhere, as companies don't want their products promoted alongside, let's say, less than favorable content. But on YouTube, you still see ads for actual companies that, do crabs have eyebrows? Tide commercial, Charmin shit tickets, Rona hardware stores for the men, vodka seltzers for the ladies, Nissan, who can suck my camshaft, they know why, but real companies. But on X, Linda Yaccarino, former super saleswoman for both Turner and NBC Universal, who was brought in specifically to generate ad revenue on Twitter, for some reason, can't seem to get legitimate companies to advertise. Hey, I'm Linda Yaccarino over here. Coca-Cola, forget about it. Buy some fucking ads already. Just isn't working. And so, the way buying Twitter ads works, and this is similar to most social media, is via basically a rapid auction that's always going. Advertisers decide what they're willing to spend for their ads to show up, and the advertiser willing to spend the most gets their ads shown more often. And without the big box stores, car companies, soda companies, insurance companies, entertainment, media, tech, literally any multi-billion-dollar industry being in the mix, that means that these are the ads winning these auctions for pennies on the dollar. The tragic end of Howie Mandel. This morning, this news shocked everyone. Read before it's deleted. The whole country is in a state of shock after yesterday's news. Howie Mandel said goodbye to his normal life. Photoshopped image of his face all battered to hell. Howie Mandel in his career is fine, by the way. He's been the America's Got Talent judge for like 15 years. He's like the least controversial celebrity of all time. What? Some sort of clickbait scammers keep using him for some reason. Obviously, I'm not dumb enough to click the links to find out where they go. And speaking of scams, we get tons of these. Breaking! The biggest giveaway in history just started! A fake tweet of Elon directing you to a website to buy some bullshit crypto coin. Here's another one. BTW, Mars needs a currency and it has to be digital. Yeah, the hot topic on Mars won't take cash. Fuck you gonna spend any money on up there? That's why we're launching $Grok. Also an ad claiming Elon endorses a crypto coin that is almost definitely a scam. X claims that they consider the quality of the ad. Linda, hey, fuck you doing here? This ain't a quality ad. It's like bad pastrami over here. But don't worry, they're not all scams. Sometimes there are ads to help you scam other people. I can't believe it. My physical keylogger implant for PS2 and USB plus the auxiliary boards are now in pre-sale. Smiley face. You can now buy a keylogger to install on someone's computer while they're not looking to steal all their passwords. Is that legal? No. But when you're hurting for ad dollars, do we really need to be asking pesky questions like, is it legal? Or, for that matter, if it's grammatically correct. Why did no one tell me PCs can block and viruses ads? I don't know why no one told you tech tips, but the yellow piss checkmark says you're paying $1,000 a month to tell me that you don't know where a fucking ampersand goes in a sentence. Now, I mentioned that big brand name products like Charmin don't advertise on Twitter, but that's okay, because you already know what Charmin is. You wipe your ass with it every day. But where are you supposed to put those rolls? Well, how about on these metal sheep, sold to you by some drop shipper? There's a ton of these ads for straight up garbage, all with names that just sound like they pushed a bunch of keys on the keyboard. Wylentia. This is Gextro. They're selling some super shitty looking handheld game system that's definitely full of pirated games. Our Game Boy ripoff is perfectly legal. Glyvora wants to sell you a pressure washer that, I wish I'd grabbed the video of this, but it's claiming the pressure washer will lift up an adult off the ground and onto the car. Here we have Noir Femme selling you some pants. I don't know how many of you speak French. Je parle un peu français. But Noir Femme is a really funny name for this ad selling pants to assless white women. Easily put on in seconds. How long does it take you to put on pants normally? Oh fuck, I have to leave in an hour. Better start my pants routine. Oh, if only I could find pants that could be put on quicker. And I also love how timely they are. I got this one in April. Selling this gift that's perfect for Christmas that happened 4 months ago. A bunch of miniature fake books that, apparently, is supposed to reduce anxiety by putting them on a tiny shelf. Because you know what calms my anxiety? Frustratingly fiddly tasks that remind you of how meaningless your life is because you're alphabetizing fake books for a dollhouse. But if it works, I feel like some of these people could use it. There are a bunch of ads that are literally just the ramblings of conspiracy theorists and insane people. This one says, "And sorry, the government of Canada, I made a mistake. I lost my status and I asked for money from the government, but I am no longer working with those dumbos. The groupie Robert, they were criminals. They owe me a lot. At Scarlet12883, fine, I accept, but my mother needs to be safe from those criminals. They didn't let me quit my job and forced me to stay, so I got rejected from Canada. They were attacking the government and plotting a coup d'etat. LOL. What is this an ad for? If anything, it's more of a PSA that the asylums need to be reopened immediately. Do you support Zelensky? As a Canadian, do you support Canada over Ukraine flag emoji? Do you support Ukraine flag emoji like I do? This woman purchased several different ads to show these polls. I dug a little deeper. Someone called her out for grifting from the left and saying that they hope she hasn't spent too much money on those ads. She replies, "I have nothing, so how can I spend if the Canadian government won't let me divorce because my Mexican ex won't pay what the Canadian government says he should?" And within her own post, I was served another one of her ads, this one for a song of some sort. She was also paying to run an ad for Netflix's How to Become a Tyrant. You know, there are medications you people can go on. Unfortunately, they don't advertise on Twitter, so I guess you'll never know about them. Just went to talk to my 15-year-old daughter. She's kind of shy, hides out in her room on her laptop and phone. Told her she's beautiful, and if I was a boy her age, I would have totally thought she was hot. Told her wait, what the fuck? Why are you paying money to tell the world I'd have fucked my teenage daughter if I was her age? And why are 136 people liking that? And I thought the person who bought an ad just to show everyone he listens to Chumbawamba and Crazy Frog was weird. This dude should be put on a fucking list. Maybe this motherfucker needs Jesus. Luckily for him, he can join Neil McDonough in praying every day on Hallow, the #1 prayer app. If the guy from Suits, Yellowstone, and Arrow can't help this guy, well, let's be honest, there's no helping this guy. And of course, where would Twitter be today without all the amateur porn? Sure, there's the usual OnlyFans girls. Boring. But how about an OnlyFans guy? Maybe? I don't really know why this fella's purchased an ad to show off his shirtless mirror selfie. But we also, of course, have the webcomics for those who like to beat off to drawings. Honeytoons is here with all your incest fantasies. What just went in? Is that a third leg? OMG, but I'm your sister! I think Elon's dad might have got a hold of the controls and approved these ads. But then we have actual prostitutes. Let me be the reason, the riddle, the ache. You're not looking at the text on this one, are you? Well, anyway, this one's an actual escort. You've heard of link in bio. This one had phone number in bio. And booking dates. This girl, too. Happy Easter, lovers. Who's ready for another week of fun? You know that they're actual hookers when they obscure or blur the face. Buckley, how do you know that? Oh, hey, look. Having trouble finding women you don't have to pay for sex? Maybe you just need to start using steroids. Free shipping for testosterone replacement therapy. 1.3K 5-star reviews. All from Lance Armstrong's left nut. Now, you might think, What if an ad combined the unhinged ramblings, sexual deviancy, and potentially the scams of all these ads? Well, I've saved the best for last. Comma poo thetty sue slutty tramp. Then the name is cut off. Find me on Twitter. Oh boy, my wig needs is looking at. From Poo Sluts. And then some sort of email header. And if you are wondering Miss Poo Slut's full name, this person purchased an ad several weeks later that was fed to me. What will be happening with Grok 2's Poo Thetty Sue Slut Fuck Off Pedophile in July? Any suggestions? Both ads featuring this strange picture of a person that appears to be somewhat shaped like WWF legend Earthquake, with a photo of a different woman's head very poorly photoshopped on there. This is Twitter's customers. This is the best that Linda Yaccarino can do. And as the kids may have said like 10 years ago, you can miss me with that ads are based on your searches bullshit. If that's the case, then why are all my YouTube ads for cars, asswipe, hardware stores, and cleaning supplies, and all of my Twitter ads are for sex workers, rambling lunatics, crypto scams, and Howie Mandel getting his face smashed in? I'll tell you why. Because this is literally all they have. Linda Yaccarino couldn't sell a glass of water to a man dying in the desert. Instead, she'd be like, hey, ain't got no water, but how about poo slut or a guy who wants to plug his own data? That's pretty good, no?